Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is back in the spotlight, but not for the reason he hoped. After losing the New York City mayoral race to Zohran Mamdani, attention quickly shifted from politics to something a bit more personal: his complicated love life. His romantic history spans a high-profile Kennedy marriage, a long-term relationship with TV chef Sandra Lee, and now whispers of a mystery girlfriend. Looks like Andrew's love life's got more chapters than his political career.
I'm feeling very good about that.
Let's start with the Kennedy connection. Back in 1990, Cuomo married Kerry Kennedy. Yes, from that Kennedy family. She's the seventh daughter of Robert F. Kennedy and his wife, Ethel. The two tied the knot in Washington, D.C., uniting two of America's most famous political families. Sounds like a perfect match, right? Well, not exactly.
That's totally untrue.
They had 3 daughters together: twins Kara and Mariah, born in 1995, and their younger sister, Michaela, born 2 years later.
And I want to thank them for giving me the strength, the support, and the love to go forward.
But behind the scenes, things weren't as perfect as they looked. According to Cuomo's biography, he didn't quite fit in with the outgoing and easygoing Kennedy clan. One insider said he refused to do anything fun, anything without a clear benefit to his career. That already tells you something about where things were headed. By 2002, their marriage had fallen apart. The day after Cuomo's failed run for governor, Kerry reportedly asked for a divorce. Biographers later wrote that she felt lonely and unsupported, that he was too focused on his career to notice the growing distance between them. And as more details came out, the story took a darker turn.
It seemed like one day I woke up and all of a sudden everything was terrible. It was living my nightmare.
A source close to the family claimed that near the end of their marriage, Kerry sometimes locked herself in the bathroom at night, saying she felt she had to protect herself. The same biographer described Cuomo's behavior as controlling and emotionally harsh. Cuomo's team has strongly denied those claims, calling them old tabloid rumors and insisting that he and Kerry have always been good co-parents. Still, the picture painted of their marriage added to the public's perception of Cuomo as a man who demanded control, both in politics and at home. After the divorce was finalized in 2005, Cuomo found love again, this time with Sandra Lee, the warm, cheerful Food Network star known for her semi-homemade cooking. It was quite the contrast, a hard-charging politician and a lifestyle TV personality. They moved in together, and for years Lee was by his side through everything, including his 2011 inauguration when he finally became governor. Their relationship seemed steady, especially when Lee was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015. Cuomo was open about how difficult that period was, calling it one of the hardest things he'd ever faced. But despite those emotional years, their romance eventually faded. By 2019, after 14 years together, the couple announced their breakup, saying their relationship had simply evolved into a deep friendship. And that was just before Cuomo's political world began to crumble amid the pandemic and the wave of misconduct allegations that ultimately forced him to resign.
Investigators appointed by the Attorney General have begun speaking to Cuomo's alleged victims. 7 women accuse him of sexual harassment or inappropriate behavior.
Fast forward to today, and the rumors haven't stopped. Cuomo's name recently popped up in connection with Melissa DeRosa, his longtime aide and close political ally. In her own testimony from 2021, DeRosa described their relationship as emotionally intimate but non-physical. And though both have avoided commenting publicly, she's still been spotted supporting him at campaign events. Of course, that only fuels more speculation. And then there's talk of a new romance. Page 6 recently reported that Cuomo was seen vacationing with a mystery girlfriend, possibly the same woman described in earlier reports as a tall blonde he'd been spotted dining with in Connecticut. Neither Cuomo nor his team have said a word about it, keeping things as private as ever. But let's be honest, with Andrew Cuomo, the line between public and private life has never stayed quiet for long. Speaking of personal lives, what about his opponent, Zohran Mamdani? Yep, Zohran is married, and his wife, Rama Duwaji, is a Syrian artist with an impressive creative background.
And I must thank my incredible wife.
Now, you wouldn't know it from his campaign. Zohran was laser-focused. barely a word about his personal life.
We have to earn support.
So when Rama made her first major appearance on election night, standing by his side, people were curious. Who is she? Well, it turns out Rama is a talented Syrian artist who works in illustration and animation. Her work has been featured in the Washington Post, the New Yorker, and she's even created posters for events across the city. Basically, she's the kind of person who says more through her art than any press conference ever could. And honestly, good for her. Born in Houston to Syrian parents, Rama moved to Dubai when she was just 9. She grew up between Texas and the Middle East before eventually making her way to New York. She's got a creative side, studying illustration and visual essay at the School of Visual Arts here in the city. But even with that artistic background, she's kept her life mostly out of the public eye. So, while Zohran's been grabbing headlines for his historic run, Rama's been quietly working behind the scenes to help shape his campaign's image and identity. So how did these two meet? Not through politics, and not at some gallery opening either. They actually met on Hinge, that's right, the same dating app you've probably deleted and reinstalled a dozen times.
I met my wife on Hinge, so there is still hope in those dating apps.
Hinge, PR team, you paying attention? And yes, they're already married. Zohran shared in an interview that they tied the knot in a civil ceremony earlier this year at the city clerk's office. But before that, they had a celebration in Dubai with Rama's family. Photos from the event show a joyful gathering, and despite what some online critics claimed, the venue wasn't exactly over the top. According to reports, ceremonies there cost about $72 per guest. So, basically the same as dinner and drinks in Manhattan. Still, once the relationship came to light, trolls started circling. They accused Mamdani of hiding his wife and criticized Rama for supporting the pro-Palestine movement through her art. Some even tried to frame their Dubai celebration as some sort of scandal, but Mamdani wasn't having it. He posted photos from their civil ceremony on Instagram and addressed the situation head-on. He wrote, "3 months ago, I married the love of my life, Rama. Now, right-wing trolls are trying to make this race, which should be about you, about her." And he kept going. "Rama isn't just my wife. She's an incredible artist who deserves to be known on her own terms. You can critique my views, but not my family." A clear and powerful response.
We have to stand up and fight back.
While Rama has mostly stayed quiet throughout all this, she did post a sweet election day message. It was a photo carousel, some adorable photo booth pics from an Eid celebration, a classic "I voted" sticker selfie, and even a childhood snap of Zohran that honestly belongs in a campaign ad. Her caption? "Couldn't possibly be prouder. Ah, how cute is that?"